This is the self-publishing news for February 28th, 2022, and boy, it was jam-packed and stacked. Hang in there. I've got a couple little items here. Just indulge me for just a second. I want to give a big thank you over to you folks who are leaving a rating and a review over on Apple Podcasts. I see you over there. In fact, I have one from Right Ranch Love on Apple Podcasts. It says, insightful, 5 stars. This podcast is practical and laying out information to be able to make educated decisions. And I can't thank you enough for the kind words, and it would mean the world to me if you found your preferred podcasting platform, because chances are very likely I'm probably on it. Leave a rating, leave a review, share it with somebody else who might enjoy it too. You know, sharing's caring, after all. Let's move it further forward here. In fact, actually, Evan Gao over at StoryOrigin had a pretty interesting case study to share with me. Now, if you've not heard of StoryOrigin before, it is a great marketing and promotional tool for authors. And to me, I think it offers everything you need between putting together a beta reader team, or doing an ARC reading team, or even arranging a group promo or newsletter swaps. There's so much on that platform. But this is pretty interesting. I wanted to share this, that there was a case study that he had, and this is with Theophilus Monroe. He wrote an amazing case study on how he's gotten 17 beta copy readers. Now, this is one of the newer features. And by the way, I've got 5 beta readers right now, and I just love it. I think that some of the intuitiveness is not there yet for the reader, but I think if you educate people about it and also let support know, Evan, then corrections will, of course, be made in due time. At any rate, Theophilus had 300 plus review copy requests, 230 audiobook review code requests, 1,670 reader magnet signups for his mailing list, and 19,000 plus clicks sent to retailers via universal book links. Oh yeah, that's another cool feature he has. Universal book links. If you have not checked out StoryOrigin, I recommend at least getting a free account set up, get the bare minimum. Go on over to my affiliate link at dalelinks.com/StoryOrigin. Let's move further forward. The biggest news since the whole Smashwords acquisition through Draft Digital is Findaway Voices. They're making some waves. Marketplace is open for authors. Now, you're probably saying, what the heck does this mean? All right. Previously, when you go to Findaway Voices, you had to let Findaway Voices play matchmaker to you and an audiobook narrator. You couldn't simply just go in and find an audiobook narrator on there, negotiate with them, and get it all set up. No, it didn't work that way. It was, okay, we think you're going to work well with this narrator. And you were kind of stuck with that choice. If you didn't like it, well, they would try to find another option. But now those days are over. This is big, big, big news for not only authors that are looking to self-publish through Findaway Voices or an alternative to ACX, but it's big news for voiceover talent as well as narrators, allowing them the opportunity to connect in the marketplace without a middleman, without that matchmaker interfering. And I think that's just absolutely phenomenal. I am looking forward to seeing how this whole marketplace rolls out. In fact, I think it's rather fitting that today I'm actually doing a comparison of ACX versus Findaway Voices for the audio podcast. Crazy. Awesome. Great news. The news is not over yet, though, for them, because Findaway Voices is right now looking to give you the second quarter discount promotions. Findaway Voices is soliciting for discounted audiobooks to pitch to our retailers. All genres are accepted, but we are especially interested in titles for the following themes. Here we go. Spring theme titles. April's Poetry Month. You poets out there, you've got that audiobook. Let's go ahead and get that submitted. May is Mental Health Month, so if you got something within that niche, you may want to reach out to them. And then, of course, June is Pride Month. I think everybody kind of knew that, but it's certainly important that if you happen to be active in the LGBTQ plus community, this might be a perfect opportunity for you to get your audiobook a good promotion. There we go. I didn't know where I was going with that. So my apologies. At any rate, though, yes. So I'm going to leave some of these links inside the description down below in the news segment. So let's keep moving forward. Ally. Oh, man. Ally, honestly, folks, if you are not at least a free member, getting free notifications from the Alliance of Independent Authors, I highly recommend you go over to their website and get yourself set up with their email subscription. That's over at allianceindependentauthors.org, or you're going to become a member at dalelinks.com/ally. Now, it's so tough. Like, Orna just curates all the best information they've done over the past week, and I've sometimes got to pick and choose, but one of the interesting reads I felt was something that was done by Kobo, Writing Life, What Sells Books in 2022. And she really goes down and breaks it apart into various aspects of who's consuming the content and where, and understanding that. And of course, how Kobo is able to reach those people and such. But you're going to find that there's a lot of great information in this one. And rather than me regurgitating that information, I feel like you should probably just go over and take a look at it. But real excited to see this piece right here, and I think that you're going to probably enjoy it too. Moving further forward, we have Jeremy, a friend of mine over at Puffer Print. They're an offset printer, so in the instance that you want to publish your own books and hold on to the stock, nothing wrong with that, by the way. Puffer Print's definitely going to be your solution. But Jeremy shared a piece about the top publishing trends of 2022 for self-publishing authors to follow. All right, so I'm just going to briefly hit these bullet points, and you can always go back and read them later. Increase readership and online subscriptions. This is kind of cool. We've seen a massive bump in subscription-based services as well as ebooks, because why? A lot more people are kind of staying indoors, and reading has become a great alternative to just mindlessly scrolling through TikTok. Author platform and online presence is important. Ooh, I can't agree with that any more than that. Audiobooks and podcasts are on the rise. I mean, do I need to say any more? You're watching a podcast here on YouTube that ends up aggregating out over to other audio podcasting platforms. Get with it. I'm telling you. And of course, let's just think about, of course, that Spotify more recently acquired the parent company Findaway for the book, for the Findaway Voices company. So podcasts and audiobooks are just really starting to intertwine. So definitely think about that. Artificial intelligence enters publishing. All right, I talked about this in previous broadcasts. Artificial intelligence is becoming better and better and better. I've tried out, a handful of these different artificial intelligence writing or copywriting software and found them to be pretty good. Sure, some of it needs a little work, but I'm sure in due time it's probably going to iron out. So those of you that have been kind of on the fence about, well, I don't know if I want to hire a ghostwriter and I don't have the time nor the skills to do my own book, then artificial intelligence might be the way to go. Desire for diversity. Yeah, this has been something that has been definitely recognized over the last couple of years. And a lot more authors and publishers are really trying to embrace more diversity in reading and writing, of course. What's selling in children's books we will publish this year. You can find out all those details on Puffer Print. I will share, again, those links inside the description down below. Let's move a little further forward. I got a notification from iTunes Connect letting me know a little bit about Apple Books for Authors. You happen to be distributing directly through their platform. What they said was this: Apple Books now accepts BISAC subject headings, the 2021 edition. You can see a full list of supported categories when selecting the subcategory menu in Pages, iTunes Producer, or iTunes Connect. This means that we have an updated list of categories that we can utilize through Apple, so that way we're putting our books onto the right bookshelf. I would definitely recommend that if you are distributing through them, go into your bookshelf, review some of these new BISAC categories, see if it fits, and then go from there. So I'm real excited. If you have not tried out Apple Books for Authors, I highly recommend. There used to be this higher barrier of entry. You had to actually be a Mac user in order to actually distribute Apple Books. Now you can distribute it whether you have PC or Mac, which was fantastic, I thought. Okay, moving forward, Smashwords. Oh, they're not done. Yeah, even though, like, as of tomorrow, the acquisition will be 100% official over at Drafted Digital. Smashwords is continuing on, business as usual. And I've said this so much about a lot of their ebook promotional sales. Like, there's a lot of organic sales that happen there. So if you happen to distribute through Smashwords, I highly recommend that you contribute to that. by putting your book on a discount for the 13th annual Smashwords Read an Ebook Week sale. That's March 6th to the 12th. You can do a 25%, 50%, 75%, or even 100% off for your ebook. And the cool thing is you can actually get some links that can go over to your product page. You can share it with your readers. You can promote that. Obviously, they want you to do that. But the one thing I just want to say is I'm lazy. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. There's a lot of books that I have published out there I have done absolutely nothing with. So it always tickles me to death when I actually put it on a promotion, do no promoting whatsoever, and a platform goes ahead and just delivers me sales. Smashwords is good like that. So this is one of the reasons why I really like Smashwords. Now, some people might say, well, if Smashwords is going to merge with Drafted Digital, should I even bother with Smashwords? Sure. You're still going to get some of those avenues over in Smashwords that Drafted Digital doesn't currently have, and eventually it's just going to go all and move over there. Even the CEOs of the respective companies of Smashwords and Drafted Digital said, like, go on business as usual. Let us worry about the move and the merge. Ooh, this one was a hot, spicy piece right here. This is talking about Amazon fighting fake review factories. Amazon suing 2 companies it accuses of flooding online marketplaces with bogus reviews. AppSally and Rebatist connect third-party sellers with consumers willing to leave a positive review in exchange for money or free products, Amazon alleges. The e-commerce giant says the 2 fake review brokers have an army of 900,000 review writers who post phony recommendations on Amazon and other online marketplaces, including Walmart, eBay, and Etsy. Amazon seeking unspecified damages and injunctions that will bar both companies from selling and facilitating the sale of Amazon reviews. All right, so look, this is serious. I've said this for so many years. In fact, it was probably a wake-up call that happened to me in 2015 when I was doing review swaps. And I was hiring out people to get reviews for my books, some virtual assistants. And knowing that I was violating that, I still pushed forward because that's what people were telling me to do. And when I got burned bad. Pretty much had my review privileges revoked forever through their platform, and pretty much told, like, hey, we caught what you're doing. If you keep doing something like this, we're going to ban you off the platform. They're very, very protective of their reviews. And even though sometimes you and I can probably see with our naked eye some of these reviews that are clearly bogus, and they haven't gotten it, trust me, in due time. This is a platform that is very customer-centric, and if something comes between them and their customer or the customer's money, they're going to make sure that that is put out. That is laid to rest. So hang in there. So that my little reason of sharing this was don't buy fake reviews, all right? Don't go and buy any type of reviews that's going to go onto Amazon. It is against terms and services. And besides, it's a bad look. You should have a good enough book that you should be able to get some reviews without having to pay someone to do it. Now, editorial reviews, completely different story, by the way. All right. And last but not least here, I wanted to share this for those of you that actually use the voice dictation services and transcription for rev.com. This is one of my preferred transcription platforms. They are increasing their rates. Yeah, it used to be about $1.25 per minute. They've actually moved it up to about $1.50. So any of the previous broadcasts and stuff where I've shared that it's $1.25 or even $1 back in the day, it is increased up to $1.50. This is actually a way that they're able to pay a lot more of their freelance workers a bit more wages. Now, how much more can you pay them for 25 cents more? I have no idea. But I still like Rev, and I still use them for my main self-publishing with Dale channel. And sometimes when I'm in a pinch, if I need to, I will actually have them do a transcription so I can turn that into some type of written content, be it a blog post or maybe a short read of some sort. It's been a while since I've done a short read. That's the news for February 28th, 2022. Which part of the news did you enjoy the most? Which one is earth-shattering? And did I overreact to anything? I know sometimes I do. I get a little bit nerded out, geeked up about it.